Hello students, today in this lecture we will discuss about next important parameter that is in the specification of grinding wheel, that is grinding wheel bonds. So first of all, let us understand what is the meaning of bond. So this bond act as a binder to hold abrasive together in the grinding wheel. So as we know, in the grinding wheel, over its periphery, number of abrasive particles are attached. So, how tightly these particles are attached to each other, this depends on the type of bond used. There are many different types of bonds are available, such as first one is vitrified bond, second one is silicate bond, the third one that is oxychloride bond, fourth one is resinoid bond, fifth one is the shellac bond, sixth one that is the rubber bond. So these are the different types of bonds available which are used for manufacturing grinding wheels. So we will discuss about all these different types of bond one by one in detail, starting with vitrified bond. So first of all, how this vitrified bond is formed. So for this first step, this bond is consist of the mixture of clay and water. So it has combination of clay and water which is mixed. Other than this clay and abrasives are thoroughly mixed with water to make a uniform mixture. And when this mixture is obtained, then this mixture is molded to the shape of a grinding wheel and then dried up to a certain point to take it out from the mold. That means when this mixture is molded into the shape of a grinding wheel, then it is given a time to dry up, and when it dried up, then it is taken out from the mold. And this perfectly shaped wheel is heated just like the brick making, because when the mixture is molded, then to dry it up very easily, and after that the important step is to heat up this particular grinding wheel, which result into the strength that is obtained by combining all that abrasive particles. So the wheel obtained by using this vitrified bond possess a good strength and porosity to allow a high stock removal. That means if the vitrified bond is used, then it is useful for removing larger amount of material from the workpiece. There are some of the disadvantage of this vitrified bond also. So the major disadvantage, that is it is sensitive for heat, water, oil and acid. That means if after making that particular grinding wheel, when it comes into the contact of water, oil or acid, or if it comes into the environment which has higher temperature, then it may deteriorate the performance of this vitrified bond. And it has also impact and bending stress which are very low. And in specification, as we have discussed in our previous lecture, this vitrified bond is indicated as the V. So in specification, if the V is indicated in the section of bond, at that time we can understand that this V indicates the vitrified bond is available in that grinding wheel. So this is the basic detail about the vitrified bond. So the second one, that is the silicate bond. And similarly, these silicate bonds are made by mixing abrasive particles with the silicate and soda or water glass. So over here, keep the mixture use this mixing of abrasive particles with silicate and soda or water glass. So by using this combination, silicate bonds are formed. After mixing all these particles or all these materials that are required to form this bond, it is molded into the required shape and then it is allowed to dry up, and then when it dries up, it is taken out from the mold. So the raw molded wheel is baked in a furnace at more than 200 degrees Celsius for several days, because as in this silicate bond different water content or the particles are also available during mixing, so the drying is necessary for proper use of this particular grinding wheel when it has silicon bond is available, and for this purpose it is baked in a furnace at more than 200 degrees Celsius for several days. And this wheel exhibits waterproofing properly, so this can be used with the coolant. So when in any of the grinding wheel, if the silicate bond is available, then at that time the supply of coolant is also feasible and it helps to maintain the surface finish. And in grinding wheel specification, this silicate bond is indicated by the letter S. So the next important bond, that is the oxychloride bond. And in this bond, proper mixing of abrasive with oxide and chlorides of magnesium is required, because these bonds are formed easily by mixing the abrasives as listed over here with the oxide and the main important material, that is the chloride of the magnesium, which helps to form this oxychloride bond. And then again the next step is common, that is it is molded and baked into the furnace to give a shape of a grinding wheel. And these grinding wheels are used for disc grinding operation. So when any of the grinding wheel has if oxychloride bond available, then it may be useful for disc grinding operation. And during specification of the grinding wheel, this oxychloride bond is indicated as the letter O. So again, if we summarize first three bond, this vitrified bond is indicated as the letter V, silicate band is indicated as the letter S, and the oxychloride bond is indicated as the letter O. So these are the different main important parameters that are available in these main three bonds. The another next fourth bond, that is the resinoid bond. And this resinoid bond is prepared by mixing abrasive with the synthetic resin, and these synthetic resins are like bakelite and redmanol, and other compounds are also used to obtain the required properties. And other next and the second step, that is mostly common in all the different types of bond, after mixing all the required particles or the materials, this mixture is molded to the required shape and baked up to 200 degrees Celsius to give a perfect grinding wheel. And these wheels have good grinding capacity at higher speed. That means when the application of the grinding wheel is required at very high speed, at that time this resinoid bond is helpful. And these are used for precision grinding of the cam, rollers and other objects where high precision of surface and dimensional influence of the performance, that is important operation for us. So based on the requirement of the high precision, this resinoid bond is used for manufacturing or for bonding the abrasive particle in the grinding wheel. And this resinoid bond is denoted by the letter B in the specification of the grinding wheel. Now the next one, that is the shellac bond. And this shellac bond are prepared by mixing abrasive with the shellac, and then it is molded by the rolling. So again I am repeating this shellac bond is prepared by mixing abrasives with the shellac and then molded by rolling process. So in this particular bond, the molding is obtained by rolling operation. And the grinding wheels having shellac bond are recommended for cool cutting on a hardened steel and on thin sections. And it is also useful for finishing of the chilled iron, cast iron, steel rolls, hardened steels, cams and aluminium pistons. And this shellac bond is denoted by E in the specification of the grinding wheel. So up to now we have discussed main four important bonds that are used for grinding machine or for grinding cutter, which is useful for grinding operation. So if we summarize all these different types of bonds available and its characteristics, so first one, that is the vitrified bond. This vitrified bond has good strength and high porosity, and its designation, as we have discussed earlier, the designation is shown over here for all different types of bond. Similarly, if this silicate bond is available, then it is useful if operation requires a waterproof work, and similarly it is used for large diameter wheels, and it is again used for grinding of the fine edge tools. This shellac bond is useful for thin wheels, for high elasticity, and it is not suitable for heavy duty application. So this shellac bond is avoided during heavy duty application type of work. This resinoid bond is useful for rough grinding and high speed grinding. And the rubber bond, that is used many times for thin wheels, for fine finishing and polishing purpose. And the another, that is the oxychloride bond, and it is used mostly for the disc grinding operation, and it is used when the material is less brittle. So in this lecture we have summarized the different types of bonds that are used in grinding cutter. So I hope it is clear to you where these specific types of bonds are useful and where these bonds are required for a specific application. So looking forward to see you all in our next lecture. Up to then, thank you.